Our story picks up at the departure of one Reverend Dimmesdale and one Hester Prynne. They had just finished planning their escape from the oppressive Puritan town on a ship to Europe, where they planned to forge their life anew. Pearl, their daughter, was particularly opposed to this, as the Reverend had failed to confess his sin of which she came to be. As Dimmesdale makes his way back, he begins to see the world in a new perspective, but his guilt has started to affect his mental health drastically, to the point that he imagines sowing chaos by doing nefarious deeds to the many townsfolk, whom still see him as the pious minister that he once was.
Brother Dimmesdale! Brother Dimmesdale! Brother Dimmesdale! A word I must have with you, yes? Come, have a word with me.
On the day I was born.
A word I must...
You're a son of a...
And I hate you.
That I was bad
Come
to
on.
the bone.
You must have a word.
Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Bad. Bad to the bone. I broke 1,000 hearts before I met you. I break 1,000 more, baby.
Brother Dimmesdale.
Before I am through. I wanna be yours, pretty baby. Yours and yours alone. I'm here to tell you, honey, that I'm bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Bad. Bad to the bone.
What is it that haunts and tempts me? Have I gone mad? Did I contract with the black man in the forest, signing in my blood? Am I to perform every wicked need to fulfill my bargain?
So, Reverend Sir, you made a visit to the forest. Next time I pray you shall allow me to accompany you. Given fair warning, of course.
Madam, I mean not to offend you, but I don't plan on needing an escort, nor do I plan on entering that wicked forest in the near future. I only venture to meet with my pious friend, Apostle Elliot.
We talk during the day, and you carry it like an old hand. But at midnight, we shall talk.
Then I sold myself to the fiend this hag calls her master. Chillingworth! Come in!
My dear sir, you look pale, as if the travel through the wilderness had been too sore for you. Do you require some more of my medication for your sermon?
Nay, I think not. The fresh air of the wilderness has done me well after such long containment to my study. I am in no need of your drugs, my dear friend, though I do appreciate your generosity.
Well, I strongly recommend you do take some for at least tonight. I wouldn't want you to miss this important event and leave the people without a pastor.
Again, I am in no need of it. My body is in perfectly good condition for this. I dearly thank you, my good sir.
I joyed to hear it. Mayhaps after all this time, my remedies, so long in vain, have finally taken effect.
I thank you from my heart, most watchful friend. Well, I'm off to finish my sermon.
The next day. Why are there so many people in the market? Did everyone have the day off to have a play day? Well, there is the blacksmith and his Sunday clothes over there. And the old jailer. Why is he smiling at me, Mother? Whoa!
He remembers you when you were just a babe.
He shouldn't smile at me, dressed in black, grim and ugly-eyed. He may not a thief, for you are clad in the leather. But I still yet ask, why are they all here in the marketplace today?
They're here to watch the processions pass, for the governor and the magistrates, as well as the ministers and all other good people are to go by with fanfare.
And the minister will be there? Will he reach out just as he did on the brook side?
He will be there, but he will not greet you, and thou art to greet him.
Oh, what a sad, strange man! In the dark night time when he calls to him and holds thy hand in mine, as when we stood with him on the scaffold all those months ago, when he met in the forest, talked to you, sitting on a lump of moss, and he kissed my forehead too. A strange man he is, with his hand always over his heart.
Trust, ignorant child. Thou doesn't understand these things. Just enjoy the festivities.
Who's that weird old hag?
You know that Doomsdale guy. He's done dealing with the devil. Not as pious as he may think.
Where are we going to now, Mother?
Oh, you. To the best of us. Actually, all of us.
Oh, Miss Bryn, I thought I might catch you. That's why I was here. I thought I'd let you know as we were taking on another passenger so we wouldn't get any scurvy or fever. With the ship's surgeon and the other doctor, we only have to fear the pills, which I got from a Spanish trader.
Huh?
Yeah, the town doctor. What was his name? Chili.
Wait, are you talking about Chillingsworth?
We've met before.
Dimsdale had started his most potent speech yet, with the congregation hanging on his every word. The eloquent voice, on which the souls of the listening audience had been borne aloft as on the swelling waves of the sea, at length came to a pause. There was a momentary silence, profound as what should follow the utterance of oracles. Then ensued a murmur and half-hushed tumult, as if the auditors, released from the high spell that had transported them into the region of another's mind, were returning into themselves, with all their awe and wonder still heavy on them. In a moment more, the crowd began to gush forth from the doors of the church. Now that there was an end, they needed other breath, more fit to support the gross and earthly life into which they relapsed, than the atmosphere which the preacher had converted into words of flame, and had burdened with the rich fragrance of his thought.
Madman, hold! What is your purpose? Wave back that woman? Cast off this child? All shall be well. Do not blacken your fame and perish in dishonor. I can yet save you. Will you bring infamy in your sacred profession?
Ha! Temper, thou art too late. Thy power is not what it was. With God's help, I shall escape thee now. I am not the one in danger, Chillingworth. I am the one who knocks! People of New England, ye that have loved me, ye that have deemed me holy, behold me here. I am the one sinner of the world. At last I stand upon the spot where 7 years since I should have stood. We're here with this woman, whose arm, more than the little strength wherewith I have crept hitherward, sustains me. At this dreadful moment, from groveling down upon my face, lo, the scarlet letter which Hester wears. Ye have all shuddered at it, wherever her hath walk been, wherever so miserably burdened she hath hoped to find repose. It hath cast a lurid gleam of awe and horrible repugnance round about her. But there stood one in the midst of you, at whose brand of sin and infamy ye have not shuddered.
With that, Dimmesdale had confessed his own sin, costing him his life. The crowd debated whether or not they saw the same mark on his chest as on Hester's bosom, and whether his death was by the hands of Chillingworth's poisonous concoctions, or if the burden of his sin was at fault. Though her compatriot had perished, Hester took Pearl to Europe, as she still wanted what was best for her child. Also, Chillingworth up and dies, probably out of heartbreak or something, I don't know. Leaving Pearl with great wealth, and without battle against society, she would go on to live a happy and full life. As time went on, the Scarlet Letter became legendary in nature, and upon returning many years later, it had lost its stigma. She would spend the rest of her life doing charity work until death, where she was buried in the King's Chapel Cemetery, apart from her lover, as the dust of the two sleepers had no right to mingle, even in death.
Minister, will he be there?
Brownies are done.
Okay, let's see if they'll solidify.
Be back and forth across the room.
I didn't know I signed up for Welcome back to another Dimmesdale vlog. We're tearing apart Hester's house. We're just ripping apart the deck. Give us a call so that your dress flies. Yeah.
That was a crazy